So let's continue watching this exciting story. Doi-kan and San on bed together. She kisses him. But Doi-kan says he's not in the mood. Doi-kan comes out. There comes Karen. He asks Karen if he is allowed to come out. Karen says he is not allowed on the grounds. She takes him back to his room. The next day there is a lottery at school. The girl who won the lottery will stay in Doi-kan's room for a week. Rika wins the lottery. Doi-kan was in the washroom and Rika also comes there. She tries to have sex with him, but Doi-kan remembers old times at their school and runs away. He comes to the teacher's office. This is where he used to hide after being bullied at school. Shunka also comes there. She tells him that she was also bullied in school. Doi-kan kisses her, and they both have sex. Doi-kan brings him into the room. Rika gets angry seeing him. Rika and Shunka start fighting to stay in Doi-kan's room. Doi-kan runs away. He comes out and calls Sensei, but she doesn't pick up the phone. Tutu comes there. She sits next to him and starts talking. Doi-kan keeps looking at his body. Doi-kan tells him to lift his shirt and rubs his hand on his chest. All of a sudden he doesn't think it's right and runs away. Tutu is cleaning the gym. Doi-kan goes to him and apologizes to him. She says that if he apologizes, he should help clean the gym with her. After a while she takes him into the store and has sex with him, knocking him down on the floor. Karen is listening from the other side of the door. San is no longer his roommate. Doi-kan sleeps alone after a long time. The next day in class, Karen announces that Doi-kan will be assigned a girl from the class each day and he has to kiss her. She chooses Yanaji. She is overjoyed and forcefully kisses Doi-kan. Doi-kan panics and runs away, collapsing against the table. His hand hurts and Karen takes him to the nurse. The nurse does a complete checkup. Karen brings 3 more girls who have to take care of her. She comes to his bed and they have sex together. Karen tells Hoshino that Doi-kan is performing well, and it's time for the next stage. Shifu is doing strange experiments in the lab. Doi-kan goes to him. He makes fun of her and she leaves in anger. Doi-kan tells Karen that he has to meet Sensei. She replies that Sensei has left school and will come back in a year or 2. Hearing this, Doi-kan yells at him. She says he will see her again someday. She asks him about the night, but he says he will sleep alone. The next day in class, Karen tells him about her next assigned girl. Doi-kan starts thinking about all the girls. He also tells Karen about the night. And he meets the night. In class, Karen talks about a new exchange student. She happens to be Hoshino. Doi-kan is surprised to see him. Doi-kan is remembering his school days. He was a classmate at Hoshino school. All the boys loved her. She wanted to be an entertainer. One day Takamatsu was beating him on the roof of the school when Hoshino came there, and she sat there and watched him being beaten and enjoyed it. Doi-kan is on the roof of the school. Hoshino comes there. She tells him that she wants to become an entertainer and only Doi-kan can help her. Doi-kan tells her that he remembers what he did to her at school. Hoshino asks the other girls in her class about Doi-kan, but no one tells her. Doi-kan asks Karen about Hoshino in class. She tells that she is serious for him. Karen says she is very desperate for him, and why not give him a chance? Kareem tells Hoshino to take off her skirt. The whole class keeps looking at him. She asks him to come to class tomorrow in his underwear and top. She comes the next day. Doi-kan kisses him and calls him to the roof of the school. On the roof of the school, Doi-kan also invites the girls and has sex with Hoshino on the roof. In the room at night, Doi-kan tells Karen that he wants someone to bring him to school for him. On the other hand, Reito and the rest of the team find out that the missing persons are hidden in a hospital in Cayman City. Doi-kan is checking the body sizes of schoolgirls with the doctor. He tells the doctor that he understands that he is asking him to do this, so that he can know all the girls. Karen fulfills his wish. She brings Erika to the washroom wearing a collar. Doi-kan also comes there. He asks her to kiss him on her braces. Erika gets angry but she obliges. Karen is talking to someone on a widow call. She tells him that the pregnant girls are being picked up by Karen Alita. She further informs him that there are guards around the school. Doi-kan is kissing a girl on his lap in class. Karen tells the class that Doi-kan's first second wives will be to Doi-kan's liking, and this position will remain for the rest of the life. Girls are competing in the swimming pool. Koyuki and Akira approach Doi-kan. She takes off his suit and asks him to enter Akira's suit. They both hide in the pool, and everyone else leaves. At night, Doi-kan keeps thinking that girls are fighting to be with him and have sex. He does not know whether it is true or a dream. He has thought of enjoying all this for some time. Mansfield is on board. He is told that Yudo was called into America after Reito broadcast, and to be careful in Japan. The reason for Director Mansfield's visit to Japan is pondered. She also contemplates the attacks on Rushio. She tells everyone to go against the plan. At school, Doi-kun comes to class. He kisses a girl and asks her to come into the room, but she says she has her periods. Karen is told on the call that a Yudohi representative is coming to school tomorrow. Ursa talks to a girl at school. Doi-kun is with the girls in the girls' dorm bath. Yanaji also comes there. They all love together. After that, Doi-kun had sex everywhere in the library, the nurse's office, and during class. Rushio goes to the hospital with Suchin. They think back to their previous visit. They also got permission to come here easily. Aiken asks Rushio about her feelings about Mira and teases her. Suchin panics and crashes into a wall and it breaks. Behind the wall is a large AC duct. Mansfield arrives in Japan. Director Kahara welcomes him. After getting off the plane, the woman tells him that she is not Mansfield but his assistant. He is in an important place in this country. Rushio goes into the AC duct. They fall into a room and the technical director stands in front of them. She says, "Now you guys have seen this place. Now you can't leave here alive." As soon as his people started shooting at him, suddenly shots are fired at his people. Into the room comes Cleo Mansfield. She explains that she is the head of peacekeeping operations. She had been exploring Japan as an exchange student since Ryudo broadcast. A bomb explodes in the factory and she takes them to the plane. At school, the girls take turns fighting with Doi-kun. Doi-kun tells them away and has sex with everyone together. Karen is happy to see that. Outside the school, Karen stands holding a girl with guards. Mansfield tells Reito that she wonders if he is the last man left and why the Japanese director let him on TV. Why was this factory bombed? The answer has been found by smart people like Rushio. Mansfield's assistant asks the Japan director about the technical director, and Kaharu tries to arrest him, but his guards draw their guns on him. Director General also stands against them. He actually told Alta UA. They are arrested for creating and spreading MK virus. On the plane, Mansfield says that this factory was where the virus was made. Ruito says that if they find out the virus production, they can make an antidote. He says that Ursa has also disappeared because she was also making a cure for vice. Mansfield shows a picture of the same Ursa, who is currently conspiring with the terrorists against the Udai. He remembers his and Ursa's childhood. Schoolman Erika is lying tied on the ground and Doi-kun gives her a sheet. Meanwhile, a bomb explodes in the school. Mansfield also watches from the plane, and they find out that Doi-kun has been kidnapped by terrorists. Doi-kun sees Sansai in a dream. Suddenly he wakes up. He was in the hospital. He was injured by the explosion. Karen tells him about the explosion. All the girls come to ask her. Karen and Doi-kun are out. Doi-kun asks if it's safe for him to be outside. Karen tells him about the electrical fence. She says that she likes Erika, and that's when she saved her life. Karen tells him about the 4 remaining living men. She tells him that now she will take him from Kim into Tokyo. They both promise to stay together for each other's benefit. A girl from school tells Ursa everything. They are ready to kidnap girl number 4. Director General asks to bring number 1 to Japan HQ. She asks Sue to come too. Mansfield says that terrorists have attacked in different places together. If the Japan branch had told the headquarters, this would not have happened. Rushio asks her why the terrorists did this, but she says she doesn't know. And Ursa is also among the terrorists, and he is one of their leaders. Mansfield gives Yudo details of all the men. She tells them about Ursa. Reito thinks of Ursa lying alone and tracks the pendant again. Hakane comes to her room. She takes him into the shower to talk. Mansfield goes to number 1 room and is angry that Chan is there, to which number 1 yells at her. In the shower, Akane tells Reito about her mother, Kahara, and says that she doesn't even care about Mansfield. His mother is a hard-working woman. She tells him about her brother's death and that her mother didn't even come to his funeral. Erisa comes on TV. She says the MK virus was created by Udai to establish the rule of women over the world. They want to eliminate YouTube from the world. His name is Izanami. He tells everyone about number 4 and the satellite. Rushio immediately talks to Mansfield about Ursa's accusations, but she doesn't give him the right answer and asks to undress and join the shower. She again takes new orders from the high command. Ruito is thinking of reaching Ursa somehow. Akin remembers a meeting with his mother where his mother did not respond to anything he said. Rushio comes to a room and meets Doi-kun. Doi-kun is rejuvenated by anti-aging technology. Riko and Doi-kun meet. Doi-kun explains that he was in Kimin City. Karen asks Rushio about Manfield. He tells her about Izanami. Nai-sama meets Shifu. The two sisters meet and talk. Doi-kun asks Crane about the acquaintance. She says that after the attack, she was taken to a safe place. Soo and Reito talk in the shower. He asks her to run away with him. He tells her about Ursa. She tells him that she came only if he meets her. Rushio refuses. Manfield enters with the assistant guards. Kat asks him to come along, and they plan to take him to America. But Aiken Soichin Katajiri saves them. Doi-kun and Manfield considers the plan together. Rushio frees the rest of the captive girls. Doi-kun made again after a long time. Ruyo gets them all out of Japan by ship. A girl tells him that Ursa is coming and she wants to meet her. Number 1 talks to Ruito on the phone, and he sees the number 1 matting partner. Manfield tortures his assistant. She also punishes Soo and Katajiri. Karen and Doi-kun watches girls. He is very happy there. So see you in the next video.